Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, you are who came out when I shuffled my zodiac deck to see who Spirit wanted me to read for. So it's you. I'm going to do a reading for you, Gemini. I'm going to use the Shadows of the Middle Ages Oracle deck and the Book of Shadows Tarot Volume 1. I'm just laughing. Just saw Larry walk down that way. He like walks with authority, but he's so fluffy. He doesn't realize it doesn't look authoritative. All right. For anyone that doesn't know, that's my cat. That's Larry's the cat. All right, Gemini, let's take a look. See you. We're going to see who you are. I'm kind of laughing because it's very shadowy cards that I've picked here for you. All right, a couple more shuffles. Gems. My gummy bears are in the house. Okay, who you are. You are a girl. So maybe you are, okay. You are a girl. That's who you are. Some of you might be guys. You'd be like, okay. No, there's a little girl inside every one of you. You know, it's kind of funny. This is actually really funny. I sat down to do the reading and I rolled my chair up and I rolled on my own toe. And I, oh, that hurt. And then I said, okay, it's okay, Cindy. Breathe it out. You're a big girl. You're a big girl. You can handle that. And it's kind of cute. You got the girl card. So the one thing that I do get with that is there is an area of I want to say your femininity, your receptivity that is inexperienced here. It's still developing. So even if you're masculine, if you're a male, if you're a dude, whatever, there's something here that Spirit wants to focus on that has to do with maybe your creativity, areas of yourself that you could be, that are very much unique to you, but they could feel like kind of vulnerable aspects of you. But I just want to go with kind of receptivity. And also, it also is giving me what assets you have that the world at large may want to utilize, or I don't know, take advantage of, and you are inexperienced in navigating that. Okay? Well, how people perceive you. Wine. That's very interesting. I mean, this is celebration. Some of you, it could be drinking. Some sort of, they figure that you're a drinker or they see you drinking. They perceive you as drinking. That's interesting. What most people misunderstand about you, wow, monk. Such a fascinating energy. All right. Now, the other way I want to go with this could be like, you could be pretending to be someone and you're not actually that person. Now, energies can always be flipped. So let's see where this goes. This could be somebody that you're dealing with. This person could actually be a young girl. Oh, interesting. But you're perceiving them as a monk. Or that's what you don't understand. Wow, this could be quite interesting to see how this goes. But there's also a perception of like a celebration, but also like drinking. But drinking because of a celebration, perhaps. But how this affects your image, clouds. I want to say you have a distorted image right now. If this is someone that you're dealing with, there's a distorted image surrounding this person. This gives me the impression of someone who is not clearly seen, to be honest. What's your hidden agenda at this time? Okay, so this is somebody who's up to something. Maybe this is you. Maybe this is someone you're dealing with. Because I'll tell you right now, somebody's pretending to be something they're not. Or someone that they're not. And it's weird. It could be somebody young here. I say this to my son all the time. And I've even learned this online too. Anyone that you are dealing with in some type of online capacity could be the complete opposite of who you think they are. They could be... it could be somebody who's showing up like I'm a spiritual leader in this community. I do this, I do that. Could be somebody who's even like the daughter of someone who's in a spiritual community of some sort. And they have access and knowledge to what this person does behind the scenes and who they talk to and what is really going on, right? So it could be someone here this could be you, but no, it's very curious, who has almost like has access to this information. But I mean, who you really are, or who you're really dealing with is, I want to say, a lot younger than who you think they are. They may not even be the same sex as who you think they are. This could be somebody who's like transsexual as well. I could be picking up that energy. But the hidden agenda is goblin. That's not good. So I don't know what you're up to, or if this, again, if someone you're dealing with. I picked the spread like to look at you, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's who spirit is like, no, I got to get a message to Gemini. I'm going to get it to them no matter what. I mean, so it could be that situation here. There is an image here. I'm just going to talk. Whoever this person is, there is an image associated with this person of trouble. It's like somebody already, or maybe you are, maybe this is confirming something to you that this person is trouble. They got it in their agenda here. What's this person's next move? Crossroads. They're not sure. I feel like this person is not sure about their next move, or they may want to do something to put you at a crossroads, or maybe you want to do something to put someone at a crossroads. It's either not sure what to do or wanting to do something to leave somebody confused about what they should do. What we all really need to know about them, whether this is you or someone else. Star. That's fascinating. Star. Most people perceive them as the monk. Or no, they misunderstand the monk energy. They perceive them with wine. Their image is cloudy. Their agenda here is goblin. It is causing trouble. But the star, what's their truest path? Child. It's odd. I mean, it really gives me the impression here that whoever I'm reading like, and it's kind of weird. It kind of goes against my own, I don't know, my own rules here, where I won't read for kids, but I'm not reading something specific, right? Like, sometimes your kids come up in readings, that's okay. Thistle, tree, and cat. Persistent stability and independence. Persistent stability and independence. It's kind of funny. I'm looking at how I've written this spread. Because if I look at how I've written, like, what the signifiers are for the cards in this spread, who they really are. But I worded it that way because I'm talking to you, right? But maybe it is who they really are. Because then this one, what is your truest path, though, is then what I have written here. And it is child. Okay, this could be, this is the other way I want to read this. Because this could be, I feel like this could be for somebody here. This is someone that you're dealing with who is younger, even perhaps a minor, very likely a girl or a feminine. This person could be trouble. Because could be a kid, like you could be a teacher, a social worker, you could be a friendly neighbor, anybody in this scenario. But it does honestly look like this mischief. And the path here is this child. But look at the star. Maybe you're like, but okay, what you really need to know about yourself. This is so fascinating. I got to take a step back and look at how I worded this. Because if we do that, it could really change the context of this. Who they really are. How most people perceive them, what most people misunderstand about them. Again, it's almost like when I was writing this, I was like, okay, I'm writing in the context that I'm talking to you guys. It's to you, them. How this affects their image. But then this becomes, what is your hidden agenda? What should your next move be, what you really need to know about yourself, and what is your truest path. I have never noticed that before. It's weird. And it's really curious because one thing that I've always said about like doing these readings, the quality of the answer that you get is dependent on the quality of the question that you ask and how you ask it. So let's all take a step back here with Miss Cindy. Look at it. The top row is who you are dealing with. The bottom row is you. There we go. So you want to shake things up, you want to cause some trouble. But you have the star. I want to say this is like guiding the child, showing the child. Because this is girl. This is an immature, not a fully developed person to some extent here. And your next move should be the crossroads. Okay. So I'm going to develop this now that I see that reading in this way. And maybe this is taking that reading in that direction for now on. Like, right? Maybe it was supposed to be perceived in a certain way. And now it will be perceived this way. Well, somebody's licking his chops. That would be Mr. Fluffy Bum. Well, both of them are fluffy. The dog and the cat. But Lily's a miss. Lily's a miss and Larry's a mister. Okay. They are a girl. The 8 of Pentacles came out. Oh, it could be a girl that you work with. This could be somebody who's younger than you. Hi, Larry. Yep, I am in the process of doing it. You know you've got this whole area of the table. Yeah. And you got that whole area of the table. You do not have to have the area of the table that I'm using. Lay over there. You smell like cat food. Thank you. Thank you. He's going to share, although he is a little bit off camera, but don't tell him that. If he knows that, he might try to get in the center again. Okay. Why is this here? I think that came from the bottom. We'll see that in a minute. How you perceive them? Gosh, with wine. Or how most people do. This is like a girl that you work with. It's somebody, I want to say, I feel like it's a feminine. It's somebody younger than you. Most people perceive them with wine. Is this like a kid, or I don't know, it doesn't have to be a kid again. It can just be someone who's younger than you, but are they out partying a lot and drinking a lot? The 8 of Swords. This person's kind of blinded by the direction that they are taking themselves into or heading towards, maybe because of drinking. The Monk. What most people misunderstand about them. The Crone of Earth. Something about, I want to say maybe their mother. Maybe you're their mother. Maybe you're their mother. Some of you could be dealing with, maybe you have a minor or someone around you who is drinking. Now you have a monk. It's like a monk mother. Could be a strong. It could be, well, it could be like Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What are you doing, Larry? The clouds, how this affects their image. The elements, well, that's interesting, which is the Magician. The clouds, the Magician. This is a girl that you work with, or you know her through work. You could work with this person's parent. I don't know why this is, I'm going to ask that. Like, why is this relevant to you? Unless, like, if it's not your own child or something. So, okay. Your hidden agenda here is Goblin. The 5 of Air. Huh. Like, causing trouble no matter what. Gotta cause trouble in some way here. Gotta get in there and cause trouble. What should your next move be? Crossroads. The Hermit is to step back and take a thought here. Like to step back and look at yourself. What is going on? step back and take a wee look at yourself here. And honestly, well, with Goblin and the Five of Swords, yeah, let's just touch on this, shall we? Because Goblin ain't great. Goblin is like, you know, one of the devil's little minions. Goblins are malevolent creatures, known for their cunning nature and association with dark and subterranean places. Goblins live in caves, underground lairs, or shadowy forests. They feel comfortable in isolated or hard-to-reach environments, preferring to dwell in hidden places away from human settlements. They enjoy mischief, causing chaos and creating problems. Their actions can range from harmless tricks to more harmful acts such as theft or sabotage. Goblins are dark creatures who commit evil deeds, but their powers are vastly inferior compared to demons. And with the Five of Swords, too, with the palm print here, that's like maybe wanting to change someone's destiny. Oh, it's interesting that I say that, right? Trying to change someone's destiny. Because there is something weird here. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's somebody here who's way too young to be drinking, who shouldn't be drinking. It looks like it could be a girl, right? Or you could know this through, it's weird because I want to say like it either could have some association with somehow, maybe it's someone you work with, or maybe you have a child who's old enough to work and it's someone that they work with. There is a perception here that somebody's, I don't know, honestly, like they're drinking too much or they're having too much fun and they're not really seeing where this is taking them. Maybe not taking life seriously. Like there's different levels in how this could be. You know, it could just be a kid who's not buckling down at school very much yet and everything's just a good time. Well, guess what? You're working at McDonald's for the rest of your, not that there's anything wrong with that. But we all know that working at McDonald's is probably not going to feel very much appreciated, and working very hard and not making as much money as some people that could maybe not put in as much effort and make more money. So, you know, again, not that there's anything wrong with it, but so, okay, this honestly is like, not sure what you need to step. It's almost like take a look at yourself here though with the Hermit. Figure out the path, because it is a crossroads. This Hermit card is called the Path. People misunderstand. So it's weird. What they, I don't know. Not sure that this is actually, I feel like this person has an association. Like this could be a spiritual leader in your community. The monk, it could be a priest, or interesting, like you could even associate it with the Hermit. What you really need to know about yourself though is the Star. It's like you are the guiding light. The Nine of Earth. Well, isn't that funny? Because, right, I mean, that's independence. Even the cat is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. That's the independence there. It is the sovereignty. Is there someone here who's screwing around with you who, like that's a possibility too, and it could be coming through in different ways here. It's odd because it almost feels like this is either somebody that you are disconnected from because they're like, it's a friend of a friend's. It's a friend of a friend, or it's a colleague's child, or this is somebody maybe like through some type of online avenue, so you really don't know, right? You really don't know. Somebody could have photos, they could have images, they could have all sorts of things going on. It's interesting actually that there's a Facebook group that I'm connected to that is like from a small town, and anyways, I would say that there's quite a few people in that small town that are very small town, and when I say that, very, very naive to the predatory behavior that exists on the planet, certain people. And there was someone going in that group who was basically creating an entire image of someone who used to go into that town like years ago, all sorts of unfortunate things have happened to them over the years. This person's just looking for a hiking friend. Like literally, like posted, I'm looking for a hiking friend. Just one person. They specifically said this is not a date. And I'm reading this stuff, and I happened to be at my mom's, so it was a couple weeks ago, and I was like, this feels like red flags all over the place for me on this one. And she said, yeah, I didn't think it was weird, because, and then people would put in the comments, there's actually a group in the community where people go hiking together, and you can, no, the person refused, no, I just want one person to go hiking with. And it just like, I can't remember all of the things that came in with it, but I just thought, you don't know who this is. Do not go and meet some stranger, because they could send you a small video that looks like them. It could be somebody else that they got to make that video, or they found a video. Like, I don't know what this is, but I feel like there's something really odd here, and it may even be making you second guess yourself. That's the possibility here. There's something weird. There's something weird and afoot. But what, like, this feels like the most important part of the reading. What you really need to know is that you are on the right path. You are going in the right direction. You also have the right to do whatever you want. So, like with the Nine of Pentacles, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You have your sovereignty. And I want to say you've been given that sovereignty by the heavens. So, you know, and I look at this palm energy too. It's like trying to figure something out. And maybe it is. Like maybe there is someone fucking around with you here. It's kind of like you don't necessarily need to figure that out. Especially, I want to say, if it might be pulling you away from your path. Like now you're like, well, now I don't know what to do. Now what should I do? Because it is a crossroads. It's figuring out the crossroads. Which way you going here? Your truest path is child. Oh. The wheel of the year, the wheel of fortune. Well, some type of destiny. Maybe this is somebody that you haven't even met yet. It's giving you like a heads up. Don't doubt yourself. Know your path. I mean, right. No. You've got it. You're on the right path. You're probably, whatever course you've decided to take in life and where it's leading you right now, this is almost like a confirmation that you got it. There's nothing that can take you off that path. You own this. You have the Two of Cups at the bottom. That's interesting. Could be for some of you. This could be a situation where you are with a partner and they have a child from another relationship. There's some type of detachment between you and this child. And it could be somebody's childlike behavior. This person is really immature. This could be, it could be even a feminine energy who's never even fully matured. Still functions on like an adolescent level. This is interesting, Jum. Who they really are is the girl and the Eight of Earth. You know, it could be like, for maybe some of you even have like another child, and this is like your kid's friend, and they're getting into mischief or something. The Hierophant. Well, that's interesting. The High Priest and the Eight of Earth, right? What people misunderstand about them, it's almost because this is almost like the monk, the priest. It's odd. It's giving me this weird vibe of like, let's say there's somebody important in your community or who has some type of status. Could be, it doesn't have to be a religious figure, but it feels like that strongly. Like it could be a church leader. It could be, and it could even be some type of spiritual community that's not religious based around you, something new age or something else. It could be like a yoga community or a meditation group or, I want to say mayor. I don't know, it just feels like somebody who has some type of responsibility in the community. You might work with this person. You could work with them. You could volunteer. If I think about like church communities and things like that. It's weird because why is this person's child coming up in the reading? There's something going, people perceive them. I don't know if this perception is correct or incorrect. And so here's the other thing. There could be, right, like it's giving me this vibe too of just because an adult is in the community and they're, you know, they practice a very defined moral code in their life as they kind of deal with people, and this person can be trusted, doesn't mean their kid can, right? And sometimes children will want to push completely against whatever their parents represent or stand for. Like the priest or the religious leader. The kid is like, nah, man, I'm going to worship Satan. I'm going to go into the woods and I'm going to sacrifice a bunny. Like, so, I don't know. It could be that. I don't know. People perceive them wine and the 8 of Swords. Or the 9 of Swords. This person, okay, so, unable to perceive celebration. Unable to perceive celebration. Good things. I don't know. So this person could be going through like a depression. Or they can't see the joy around them. The positivity. Overthinking. Overthinking because they don't know where to go. But right? But look at this. So maybe it's like you trying to help them out. You trying to help them out in what direction to go here. This feels very mischievous. And I'm going to say, well, depending, right? Like, it gives me the energy of a story my grandfather told me years ago. He's been passed for quite a while. And he told me a story of when his father caught him. Like, so my grandfather was born in 1918, to give you an idea, like how long ago this story goes back. And his dad caught him behind the barn, like smoking or something. And he was too young to be doing that. So his dad said, fine, you want to smoke? And he got him like a pack. And he said, you got to smoke that whole thing. Sit there and smoke. And he got so sick and he couldn't finish the pack and he never wanted to do it again. I would not suggest to do that, but you know, I mean, that's a style that exists and you could do it. And that's a style that exists, but it can also be utilized, but not to that extreme. I mean, because there could be something here like that. It's almost like to come up with a way to show a path that is not a direct. It's not direct. You're not doing this in a direct way. Okay? Because you are the star, you are the independent. Maybe you're the independent person in this situation. I don't know. I just don't know. You got to be careful though if you're dealing with somebody else's kid. I don't know. So the monk and the crone of earth, which is, oh wait, the crone, that's the king of pentacles. Huh. The 6 of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the World, and the 4 of Pentacles. What most people misunderstand about them. It almost feels like some type of a plan that didn't follow through. Some type of a plan that didn't follow through? I don't know, there could be some sort of financial consideration here. Or they're not allowed. It could be rebellious. This energy really does feel a little bit rebellious. I mean, he looks pretty serious. He looks pretty serious. This child could be rebelling because they're overly constrained. I don't know, clouds and the elements, but it's the magician. How they're, okay, it is, it's almost like somebody's not sure how to manifest something. The 10 of Cups. oh gosh, it's almost like this person wants a happy family. Wow, this reading is blowing my mind. This is really coming across like I don't know, a kid or somebody here who's in a situation that isn't as good as it looks. And I feel like it's not as good as it looks because, so I'm gonna, oh my God, it is totally that. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. I was watching, Dexter. I don't know. I think I'm about like 3 or 4 seasons into it. I kind of stopped. It takes so much of it, although 3 or 4 seasons is a lot. And each season is interesting because there'll be like a particular character. Either it's like another serial killer or something like that. I know. But actually, I'm talking to Gemini. You guys might find some of that stuff interesting. It's just the human psyche that I find interesting and exploring in different ways. And it was John Lithgow who was playing the character. I don't remember what the character was, but he was coming off as that he was actually a religious leader. He was a religious leader, and he was working with Habitat for Humanity as well. But that was actually to hide the fact that he was traveling around the U.S., you know, killing people. Like that was kind of like a way to do that, to get away with it. And the kids in that family, particularly the son, well, even the daughter, were really suppressed here and acting out, and they couldn't perceive how to get out of that. So isn't that odd? I mean, I haven't seen that. I haven't watched Dexter in probably a month, and it's probably been at least a month and a half since I was in that season or whenever it was. So it's weird, but that's how I would kind of start to describe this. It's like, okay, I don't know, if you're dealing with a child here and you would think, wow, you know, everything should be great because, you know, their parents or their father, maybe with that male and the King of Pentacles, I don't know, really upstanding person, like it's exactly what he looked like, but boy, did he have a temper behind closed doors. Okay, so Goblin and the 5 of Air. It's interesting. It's the Page of Swords. It's like watching for some type of opportunity to interfere. Watching for some type of opportunity to interfere. That's coming off as the hidden agenda. Your next move should be to sit in the crossroads here and think, oh, shit, what the heck is this? The Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles. Oh my God. There's that 8 of Pentacles again. It's weird. It's coming across like you feel like there's something destined here. I want to say that there probably is. I mean, I don't imagine that this is the level of what, you know, I was picking up on Dexter. You'd never know, though. If you think so, I would just call the authorities, right? I don't know what to get. Not asking anybody to get involved in anything like that that could be dangerous to them. It's just very curious because you're almost like, I'm not sure what to do here. Like, you're not sure what to do in this situation. But you feel like it's a very important choice that you need to make. There's a really, really important choice that you need to make here. And it's to take the time to step away, to think about that. What you really need to know about yourself. I want to say you'll be shown the way. That's one thing to think about this. The Star. Wow, the Magician. Okay. This person does not, this child or kid or, I don't know, someone who's younger than you, right? They are not perceiving how to manifest. Their vision is very much blocked somehow. But you literally have the key to this. And I mean, whatever capacity this reading could or not resonate, you have the key to manifesting what this person cannot perceive can be manifested. The Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, no, you've got, it's almost like you have the clear vision here. You know exactly what needs to be done. I don't know. Yeah. You almost, and I want to say too, that you even, like something where everybody would be happy. No. Like, you know, if there is something here suppressing, like a child in some way, it honestly is coming across like, oh, right? Like you're being mischievous. So I want to say you're not straightforward. Let's just put it at that, okay? You're not being straightforward here. And you could say, hey, I'm putting together, you know, this is just an example. It's kind of metaphorical again. I'm putting together a small group of kids, mine included if you happen to have a kid, and we are going to be doing this for the summer. What's, you know, talking to this person, which they're like, oh yeah, you know what, take them. Take them away for the summer, right? Like just because with that Six of Wands is like, yeah, everybody agrees to this. Everyone thinks that this is a good idea. You definitely have support here. Honestly, it's like you have all the answers that would solve a problem. And then here we go. What is it? So the child in the Wheel of Fortune, that's your truest path. A child and the Wheel of Fortune. The Ten of Swords, Karma, which is judgment, and the Ace of Wands. It's almost like bringing something back to life in this child. It could be like a memory or a knowing, maybe about themselves, their self-worth, giving them a perspective to be able to make a judgment. Wow, well, I didn't see this one coming. So you have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom, and that's it. That's the only card at the bottom. It's interesting, right? It looks like a church. Looks like a church. Huh. Well, Gemini, that's what Spirit wanted to talk to you about today. Hey, you thought I was done, huh? So I was picking up the cards, getting ready for the extended, and I stopped here and I'm just looking at this. I'm just looking at this and I'm looking at the hidden agenda, and I'm thinking to myself, right, because it's the crossroads, like trying to find something. Maybe you're trying to find the thing here. That's what I'm getting here, is that you're trying to find the mischief. You're trying to find the mischief. You're like, right, like almost like looking, what line is it down? What path is it? Thinking about a path, a crossroads, the path. What path does that go down? Where is it? And it could be something that's going, like, it could be having this feeling that something here is not right. Something is not right. Is it this person? Or is it that person? Or is it, like, there's kind of an odd energy there, right, with this goblin. So I just wanted to put that out there, actually, before, like, we're finished here. that may not be like you being mischief, but it could be actually trying to determine where this mischief is coming from. If there's mischief around you. There could be. There we go. Thank you so much. I'm going to go do the extended. Actually, in the extended, what I'm going to ask is what energy surrounds you that you could take better advantage of? I don't know. Maybe it'll help you with the goblin. Five of Swords. Thank you so much, Gem. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.